The courtroom was packed that day. People didn't come just to witness a trivial case about a scratched car, but to see the legendary Judge Judy, the judge famous for her sharp mind and decisive rulings. Outside the courthouse, the sun blazed fiercely, but inside the air felt cold as if frozen by the gravity of the law. Jasmine Crockett entered, composed in appearance but unable to hide the worry in her eyes. Each step she took seemed heavy, not from fear, but from the burden of injustice she carried. She stopped at the defendant's stand, bowing respectfully to Judge Judy. Judge Judy eyed her, sharp gaze glinting with scrutiny. "Ms. Jasmine Crockett, I ask that you answer directly. No long speeches. Do you know why you're standing here today?" Her voice echoed sternly through the room, causing a few in the audience to hold their breath. Jasmine took a deep breath, her shoulders trembling slightly, but her voice steady. "Yes, Your Honor. I am accused of damaging property, specifically scratching Mr. Harris's car, but I firmly declare that I am completely innocent." Before she could say more, Judge Judy raised her hand, cutting her off. "We don't need speeches. Just answer the questions." Whispers spread throughout the courtroom. Some smirked. Others shook their heads with pity. People had already judged Jasmine guilty at first glance. A young woman of color, facing a wealthy and respected plaintiff. Mr. Harris, dressed in a neat suit, stood and pointed at Jasmine. "Your Honor, that night I heard a loud noise. I ran out and saw her standing right by my car. The next morning, my car was covered in long scratches from front to back. What more proof do you need to know who did it?" His voice was sharp, full of triumph. Judge Judy jotted notes in the file. Her eyes flicked quickly to Jasmine, as if gauging her reaction. She tapped her gavel lightly. "Order in the court. We'll hear the next piece of evidence. Ms. Crockett, do you have anything to say in your defense?" Jasmine lifted her head, her eyes now burning with resolve. She knew one wrong word could bury the truth forever. The tension in the courtroom became suffocating. All eyes were on Jasmine, waiting for her response. Judge Judy banged her gavel, reminding everyone, "I ask everyone to stay silent." Mr. Harris continued his accusation, his tone laced with triumph. "I'm not a fool, Your Honor. I know what I saw. She was standing near the car, looking around as if afraid of being caught. I saw it clearly." Jasmine took a deep breath. In her mind, she recalled the image of her mother lying sick in bed that night, her face hollow from pain. Jasmine had been at the hospital all night. "Your Honor," Jasmine spoke, this time clear and firm, "I assure you I wasn't at the scene that night. I was working the night shift at St. Mary's Hospital. You can check my time records." Judge Judy raised an eyebrow, curiosity flickering in her eyes, though she still masked it with doubt. "So you're saying the witness was mistaken? Mr. Harris was mistaken? The whole neighborhood was mistaken." The whispers rose again. A woman in the back row murmured, "She's good at making excuses." Jasmine turned to Judge Judy, her voice softening but her gaze unwavering. "Your Honor, the truth isn't always what it seems. I only asked the court for a chance to prove it." Judge Judy folded her arms, leaning back in her chair, eyes locked on Jasmine. "I'll give you that chance. How do you intend to prove it?" Jasmine glanced around, feeling alone for the first time in this crowded room of strangers. But within her, the flame of justice burned brightly. "I request permission to obtain security camera footage from the neighborhood and my hospital records. I believe the truth will come to light." Judge Judy paused, then nodded. "All right, but remember, if you're lying or wasting the court's time, the consequences will be serious." Mr. Harris scoffed, his eyes filled with contempt. "Cameras? It's as clear as day already." But Jasmine paid him no mind. Her heart was focused solely on the truth. The courtroom fell silent, heavy with anticipation of what would happen next. The courtroom seemed frozen in time. Jasmine felt every heartbeat thudding in her chest, but she stood tall. Judge Judy fixed her with a gaze that demanded clarity. "Ms. Crockett, proceed carefully." Jasmine nodded, swallowing hard but keeping her voice steady. "Your Honor, I have here a signed statement from St. Mary's Hospital confirming my night shift. My attorney is on the way with security footage from the neighborhood's cameras. I have nothing to hide. She handed over the document. The bailiff brought it to Judge Judy, who scanned it thoughtfully. This does appear authentic. But paperwork alone isn't enough. Where's the footage? As if on cue, the courtroom doors opened. A young man hurried in, laptop in hand. Your Honor, I'm Attorney Parks. I represent Ms. Crockett. We have the footage. Murmurs rippled through the room. Judge Judy gestured firmly. Let's see it. The screen flickered to life, showing a grainy view of Mr. Harris's driveway. The audience leaned in, holding their breath. Suddenly, a figure appeared, not Jasmine, but a young man, angry, kicking the car's side before storming away. Gasps erupted in the courtroom. Mr. Harris's face drained of color. His mouth worked, but no words came. Judge Judy slammed her gavel. Order. Order in the court. Jasmine spoke softly but firmly. I believe this settles it, Your Honor. Judge Judy met her eyes. Respect clear now. It does. The court finds Miss Crockett not liable. Case dismissed. Jasmine turned to Mr. Harris. I seek no damages. I hope this helps bring peace to your family. The courtroom fell into a humbled silence as Jasmine's words echoed in their hearts. The courtroom emptied slowly, as if no one wanted to be the first to leave the charged atmosphere. The murmurs of the crowd faded into quiet admiration for Jasmine's strength and integrity. Outside the courthouse, the sun shone gently now, as if the storm had passed both in the sky and in people's hearts. Mr. Harris lingered by the steps, his shoulders slumped. Jasmine approached him with quiet grace. For a long moment, neither spoke. Finally, Harris broke the silence, his voice hoarse. Ms. Crockett, I was wrong. I let my anger and assumptions blind me. I don't know how to begin making this right. Jasmine smiled gently, her eyes kind. Acknowledging it is the first step. Sir, we all make mistakes. What matters is what we do next. Tears welled in the old man's eyes. My nephew, he's been trouble for years. I should have seen the signs. I was too proud. Jasmine placed a comforting hand on his arm. Maybe this is your chance to help him before things get worse. It's not too late. From behind them, Judge Judy watched through the courthouse window. She saw not just a defendant and a plaintiff, but two people who had found understanding. The image stayed with her as she returned to her chambers, the weight of the day settling over her. She whispered to herself, every day is a chance to listen better. That evening, news of the case spread across the community. People praised Jasmine's grace under pressure, her refusal to retaliate, and her call for healing rather than revenge. The story became a symbol of resilience, compassion, and the enduring power of truth. And as night fell over the city, Jasmine walked home, the cool breeze carrying away the last remnants of fear and doubt. She felt lighter, stronger, ready to face whatever came next.